Alright, let's play some Stealth Bastard Deluxe using the Steam controller. This is one that I figured was one of my use cases for D-pad oriented platformers. And it's hit and miss, but for the most part, I think it's going to work for me. What I'll say about it is it's a little twitchy, and it can be a little twitchy because of the way I do this, and it's not everybody's. And I did say this as a community profile. So what I did here is with the left haptic pad or D-pad, I set it as a directional pad, but however I turned off the requires click, which means that as I slide my thumb around, it's going to push on the quote unquote keys rather than having to press down, which the haptic pad is a firm button press, so it's not something that's light to press as some D-pads are. It's not squishy, So whether or not that works for people or not, of course, people can make their own or base them off of whichever. As soon as you change something, you can upload it as your own. So what else I did is I remapped the proper key controls X, R, C, and Z to the buttons here. So A, Z on the keyboard's jump. C, B on the gamepad is your gadget. Restart is Y, which would be the R key. And carry throw is X, which is the X button on the gamepad. Most of the other buttons really aren't used. I made going back in the menus is the back button. And menu is escape, which would bring up the menu in gameplay. Everything else pretty much isn't really used for Stealth Bastard, so it's a simple config, but I think it's one that may work for playing. So let's go back and just go ahead and play some here. And this is the fun I love about the Steam controller, is coming up with something that works like this, or semi-works, and definitely love it. So a nice thing to get used to is because of the way that I turned off button press on the gamepad. So if you were to press down on quote unquote the down button, I actually turned off the turbo. So I believe that's what I did. So if you were to press up quote unquote, it would jump up one, and again as you tap. So you can tap, and I think I might turn. I don't know if you can turn on button press at the same time. But I guess I do have the turbo off, so if I were to hold the down, it would normally scroll all the way to the bottom. So that's a nice thing to have off when using a D-pad oriented game. So that way you're not inadvertently, scrolling all the way down. At least that's the way it seems here. So we're just gonna we're gonna go into the menu and check out some things. So options, hit A on the gamepad, or on the Steam controller. So here's the normal options that you normally would get. However, I added a few things, of course, to get out of this menu. So we can get through all the menu here. If we hit the back button on our Steam controller, we'll get out. We'll exit the menu. So basic playing does work, and I think this is a similar setup I'm going to use to approach a lot of D-pad oriented platformers. So we'll do Stealth Bastard Deluxe here. And I'm kind of stuck on the current level I'm on, so I'm just going to jump back to a previous one here. And we'll just do this one here. Or let's pick the easiest one so I don't constantly, or one of the first ones so I don't embarrass the hell out of myself. Oh, I did get a new suit, I didn't notice that. So hitting the forward button / start on the Steam pad will bring up the menu, as I hope it would, designed it. So the control seems pretty good. So as I slide, and on the pad, the moment I touch down on any quadrant, up, down, left, or right, it starts to move the character. So as soon as I move even remotely the other way, so it's not digital and it's not perfect, but I think it works pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. Down be crouch, up would be use the gadgets. I mean, if you really wanted to feel the button, I mean, you can press down. It's just not going to make a difference because you're already touching the gamepad. So let's go. What does it want me to do here? I honestly don't remember. Oh, I don't remember a lot of the early parts of this game. Yeah, it does take a bit to get used to, that's for sure. And that's why sometimes I actually am pressing down on the pad, because I'm not quite sure what's going on. Oop. Do I need to drop down here? I can't recall what the tutorial wanted me to do. Oh, there we go. So it's very doable. It's different, that's for sure. And you'll notice that one of the downsides then with doing this is, I'm gonna try my camo suit, is you'll see, because I chose a keyboard-oriented setup, you're gonna notice that you're gonna see keyboard commands. So that is one downside, and other than Valve working with, or the devs themselves changing things based on a Steam controller being detected or not, that's gonna be the norm, and there's not much a lot of us can do about it. And but the fact of the matter is, if it's not coded in, it's just how it's going to be. It's nobody's big fault unless it's coded for. Hold down to crouch. Okay. Oh, my camo. I love that. Oh, the camo suit lets me, okay, go invisible for a little bit as long as I hold it down. It's interesting. But I can't, it doesn't stay activated. That's pretty cool, I like that. However, now jump is, so let's check out the menu, because maybe I need to readjust my settings. This is part of what you have to do. So let's see, options. Jump is Z. So maybe I didn't, let's check out what we did with jump. So we're going to configure the controller, and this is the cool thing, is that you can readjust everything. So let's go back into here, and I do have A as jump, but what's my gadget? What does the game tell me my gadget is? Gadget should be C. So what is that? Carry throw should be our X. Let's see. Huh. That's weird. See, oh, just me being a goofball essentially. So with this, I'm still getting used to Steam controller, so it seems like I actually forgot where my button presses are at the time. So there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. Apologies about that. Okay, let's see how we do this. Definitely getting used to in Stealth Bastard, because you have to hold the direction to grab onto the cliff, so you have to remember to keep pressing right, or that's why I'm inadvertently also pressing down on the pad at times, and it does help, and it's not screwing anything up, of course. Oh shit. Definitely a little bit, different. That's of course. Let's try our camo. Haha, suckers. Okay, put on a camo suit again. Run for it. That's cool. I like that suit. All right, so that actually should be it. I don't think I changed anything, so I shouldn't have to re-upload. But I may re-upload the profile just to make sure that I did get everything. I didn't really make use of the paddles underneath, but that's pretty much Stealth Bastard. Let's get out of here and quit. And that's Stealth Bastard on the Steam controller. This is Mikey D, and thank you very much for watching.